Our homes are really just a physical extension of who we are. They reflect our personality and soothe us with what makes us comfortable. The house where Enedina Vasquez lives is pretty much like every other home in this modest San Antonio neighborhood. But step inside and you will enter Enedina's world, one of color and art and thoughtful philosophy of life and love. These are the things that bring peace to an artist who is struggling to create all that is conjured in her mind.
I can't help it. It's kind of like I have to be creative every single day. It's like breathing to me.
Enedina Vasquez opens her heart, and her emotions flow out in the form of paintings and sculpture. Nearly every inch of wall space in her home is covered with her art and writing. It's like a three-dimensional personal journal thrown out on display for whoever drops in to visit. And on this day, when we dropped in, she was engrossed in her newest artistic outlet for her innermost thoughts and beliefs, a simple craft called fused glass. Why glass?
Because it's very fragile, and you have to be very careful with it. And I think that that's being in life and part of life and understanding life. You have to carry it carefully. You have to handle it carefully because it will break. I love glass because it can be fused back, but it still has the parts where it belonged to something else. And that's like life, you know. We go through life being pieces of glass that are sometimes broken, and it takes like a friend to heal you, or a nice chat with your dog to kind of let your feelings go and you get better. But glass is like life.
Like the broken pieces of glass she bakes and melds together into a thing of beauty, Enedina is attempting to fuse together the broken pieces of her past, the disadvantage of growing up the daughter of migrant farm workers who could not read or write, the pain of the premature death of her husband, with whom she shared an artistic gift, and the lack of any tangible evidence of her childhood that is all such a distant, faded memory.
My mother was a really nice lady. I mean, you know, I grew up feeling like I don't want to be like her because she couldn't read or she couldn't write, and she needed help getting on the bus because she didn't know what the bus sign said. And that dictated the rest of her life. She always felt like she couldn't do much, but I was going to make up for that. We were migrant workers, and my mother never had, access to a camera, or my parents never had access to a camera. So I have no pictures of when I was a child. And the paintings without faces stem from that. And when I grew up, I started buying old tin-type photographs with children that were posing by a little horse or on top of a little wagon, waiting for the parade to pass, perhaps, or playing with a ball. And those became my photographs that I'm leaving to my son to say, that could have been me. It's a universal thing that we go through called childhood. Some of us don't have a record of it. We have memories, and other children have an abundance of photographs.
Scattered around her home, there are dozens of journals stacked among Enedina's art. A little bit sketchbook, a little bit diary. They are all poignant expressions of a woman who has done her best to cope with the hand life has dealt her. Her strongest of sentiments you will find painted on the doors and walls like works of art themselves. And just maybe her thoughts are actually the real art here.
I think I can get through anything if I can have time in this room in my house creating. I can get over stuff. I got over my husband. I didn't get over it. I understand it, and that it did happen.
You're at peace with it.
Mm-hmm.
On the door in there, it says, if I go to the moon and move Venus closer, would you come back to me?
Yeah, that was part of a journal that I wrote when right after he passed. I started a journal, and it turned into 16 journals.
Is it okay if I write on your walls?
Yes, it is.
What's that all about?
Everyone is free to come here, and we can chat, and we do. And then after like 3 hours, a lady came by, and we talked for hours, and I was like, I've got to leave something in your house. What can I leave? And I said, well, find my wall. It's like, leaving your mark.
Enedina is leaving her mark all around San Antonio. Her popular fused glass art is a hot seller at local galleries and art stores. They are creative and colorful and full of life, a true reflection of the artist that created them.
Cambia todo lo que tocas cambia. Change everything that you see. Everything you see changes you. So you have to touch things to change them. And they touch you and they change. I will not be the same person I was yesterday because of my visit with you, and with him, and with him. I will see everything differently, and that is good.
It was French artist Émile Zola who said, "If you ask me what I came into this life to do, I will tell you. I came to live out loud." Enedina Vasquez is an artist and philosopher who gently and softly pours her soul out for the world to see, but it is indeed loud. She is a quiet lady, but her art speaks at the highest volume.
What I want people to know about my art was that brown people are just like everybody else, except we do it in a myriad of colors every single day. I mean, if we're going to play music, it's going to be loud. If we're going to paint, it's going to be loud. If we're going to do graffiti, it's going to be loud. It was kind of like, what's your identity? And to me, it's like, I'm Mexican American. So that's what I would want people to know, is that she was a Mexican American who loved her culture, understood her culture, and saw its beauty.